Hey, afternoon, everybody. Come in, have a seat. Thanks for coming through today. Friday afternoon, we made it. We made it. Even though I'm working tomorrow, I still love the psychology of Friday. I do. I just feel like I can rest today. So that's fantastic. Thank you for coming through. You're sitting at DuePoint today. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We are a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. We were first founded about 1952, so we're nearly 65 years old. And of course, you can take some time afterwards. Go and look at all of our certificates on the wall next to the front door there. See that we're properly registered. Be comfortable with who you're dealing with here today. We are, of course, an authorized financial services provider. There's our FSP number. Go and look us up on the FSB's website. You're not working or sitting in the halls of a startup here today. Be comfortable with that. Folks, I also want you to be comfortable with the team here. The most important aspect of our team is that we are right here. Right here. You can find us Monday to Saturday in these buildings. You don't have to kind of look us up overseas somewhere. We are right here. You go to the Contact Us page on our website. You'll find telephone numbers, email addresses, and physical addresses. This is very important. This is a homegrown South African company run by South Africans. It's very good, and it should give you some comfort. There is me over there. I am the prettiest of the team over here. That's why they make me do the presentations. My name is Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here. I've spent 20 years in the financial services space. I'm a chartered accountant, etc., etc. This is Tim. Tim is our banking expert. Spent 15 years with the First Rand Group, working with their executive team. He brings banking skills to the team. We've got Stacey over here. She's our auditing specialist. In fact, she just spent the week with the auditors. Shame, she's very sad at the moment. But it's Friday for her too. Okay, this is Jane. Jane is our international expert, one can say. She grew up in the UK and has lived here for the last 10 years, has had experience in both continents in the space of direct selling. So she brings us a lot of international flavor. And then we've got Rob. Rob's our design guy. Everything you see, feel, and touch at DuePoint was designed by Rob. He spent 15 years running his own digital design firm called Wired that focused on financial services companies. So we got all the requisite skills, but I want you to be comfortable today that this is something you can trust in. I'm going to build that with you over the next 60 minutes. Folks, what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, our primary objective is that we want to be able to put into the hands of South Africans today, in today's circumstances, economy, and political state, the ability for you as an individual to create reliable, recurring, lifetime income. That is our primary objective at DuePoint. We might be an insurance company, but today, that is our primary objective. In the economy that we are working in today, you know that all of us have lost our sense of certainty. Once upon a time, you could get a good job and build a good career. That no longer exists in South Africa. In fact, it arguably doesn't exist anywhere in the world anymore today. On average, you will be changing your job every 5 years. Every 5 years, through retrenchment, businesses shutting down, maybe even getting fired, and of course, at some point in time, you will be retrenched because of your age or your ability or your education. This is a nightmare for us. For all of us that are on the ground, it is a complete nightmare that we have no confidence in our income anymore. Anybody here who does believe they have, that they are and can be confident in their income, is just fooling themselves. It doesn't matter what position you hold, what degree you have, how much experience you have. You can lose and probably will lose your job at any moment in the near future in our current economic climate. And we want to change that. We want to put something in your hands that you are in control of. You're in control of it, and it can be relied on a recurring basis. Our hope is that if we can do that, we can start tackling some of the side effects of the economy that we have at the moment, one of which is debt. We're all in it. We all know it. There's enough talks and shows about debt in South Africa. It is a system we're all plugged into, and we're drowning in it. Why do we have it? Because we don't earn enough to survive in the current economy. You know that they say inflation 6%. There isn't a chance in hell it's 6%. It's probably closer to 26%. Okay, just go to the shops. Take a look at the car prices. Take a look at the food prices. What about housing? Anyone here can afford a decent house anymore? Probably no. Probably no. My wife and I have been looking for a new house for 4 years. Well, we should have bought 4 years ago because the prices have doubled in the last 4 years, and they say there's no growth in those prices. It is a complete and utter nightmare that we're in, and so we leverage ourselves. We go to the only people who got the money, the banks, and we leverage ourselves into debt. We leverage ourselves with the clothes we buy, the cars we buy, the houses we buy. Everywhere we can get a credit card, we get a credit card. A friend of mine told me he's got 10,000 rands worth of cell phone debt with Vodacom. I didn't know that you could do that, but apparently you can. Hey, you're going to have debt everywhere. We are plugged into the system. Now, if we can put into your hands income that you control, our hope is that we can start eliminating this, that we can start eliminating the need for debt in South Africa. The second thing that we hope to do, of course, is to prepare you for the future. None of us here in South Africa are preparing for the future. That's just cultural for us. We are not a nation of savers. We do not invest any portion of our money, and it's largely because we live on survival. We really don't earn enough to be able to be saving and preparing for any form of emergency or future. Folks, right now, the research tells us that you need 10 times your annual salary saved on the day that you retire in order for you to fund yourself through your retirement. You are probably going to be retired for somewhere between 25 to 30 years, and you will have to fund yourself for 3 decades without a job. For some people in this room, that means that they will fund themselves for their entire lives again. That's what it's like. That's the reality. We don't even think about it in South Africa. And what we've done for the last 150 years is we've placed our financial burden on our children as we've moved into retirement. And our hope is that if we can put some control back in your hands, you won't need to do that. You will be prepared for your retirement. You will not need 10 times your annual salary saved at the point at which you become retired. So, folks, that's our primary objective. Our secondary objective at DuePoint is that we want to move ourselves into the 21st century. All of us as consumers have changed. We've changed the way we behave. We've changed the way we buy. We are much more plugged in online, and we want direct connection to our suppliers. So we have taken those two objectives and we have put them together, and we have created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is very simple. What it does is it allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. That's just a title that we give you. You have one task to do for us here at DuePoint, and that is to connect us to everybody. Connect us to everybody you know now, everybody you're going to meet in the future, all the paths that you cross. We want to know those people. By doing that, you penetrate the South African market for us. You create channels of distribution into which we as DuePoint can come along and facilitate the purchase of our products. If we can do that, we can create revenue. And if we can create revenue, we can create for you an extra income, an extra recurring income, one that is there every month. How do we do this? Well, you do not peddle goods at DuePoint. You do not need to buy any form of products, drinks, milkshakes, cleaning agents, deer antler velvet mouth sprays. I have seen them all. You don't need to buy any of these things and sell it to your friends and then hope they buy again next month. Now, whether these are good or bad products, I don't know, but you have to go and resell them every month to your friends, and some months they're buying and some months they're not, and your income is up and down and up and down, but your expenditure is always up because you're buying these things. At DuePoint, we work on financial services and lifestyle products, which means that they run on a debit order system. They are there for life, and every month the computer system raises that debit order, and every month the debit order that is collected generates for you that extra income. That is recurring. That is passive. That is annuity that we create through the DuePoint system. Now, the second layer to our system is we allow you to leverage others in your growth. You know right now as an employee, wherever you are, you can only do so much with your 2 hands and 2 feet and the 8 hours of daylight that you're given. There's only so much you can do. That's why you have a boss. Your boss has people underneath him. He leverages you. He leverages your time and skills to create profit for him. In the DuePoint system, we flip that on its head. We allow you to leverage others to create revenue, market penetration, channels of distribution for you through the DuePoint system. This means that even while you're sleeping, you can be generating revenue for yourselves. It's a powerful tool that we put into the system. You are not employees of ours. This is a complete change for you. And so the Facebookers in the room, don't run out afterwards and say DuePoint is hiring or DuePoint is recruiting. We are not. We have all the staff we need. Thank you very much. You are not an employee of ours. You are a contractor. And your contracting task is one. We're going to talk about it a bit more in a moment. It means, however, that this is just a tool. It's a tool we place in your hands. And you will use it when and how you want to do it. If you use it a lot, it works well. If you use it a little bit, well, it only works a little bit. It is a direct input-output tool, and you will decide. Every aspect of it, you are in control. There is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. This is the other big stigma we face in South Africa with this kind of thing. Direct selling is a very powerful tool, and that's why criminals like using it. And when criminals use it, everybody loses, and we're used to losing in South Africa. We are. And so people are always like, I don't want to put any money into anything because it always gets lost. We totally agree with you, and we have worked extremely hard on the DuePoint system to ensure no financial loss for our wealth engineers. To start with, there is no startup cost. You will not be putting any money into a bag or into a credit card machine this afternoon. There is no startup cost. There is no monthly fee, business fee, marketing fee, admin fee. There is no boxes of kit that you have to buy, and there are no application forms that you have to buy. There is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. If you become a wealth engineer today and tomorrow decide never to use it, that's absolutely fine. It will not have cost you anything at this point in time. So what we do and what we say always is by simply being a DuePoint product owner, as part of the package, you get to be a wealth engineer with no additional fees. You do not, as a result, require any qualifications or experience to be a wealth engineer. You are not representatives of ours. You are not brokers or agents or financial advisors or marketers. You are not any of these things. Boy, I see new titles for us on Facebook every day. Just ignore all of them. You are not any of them. You have one task: to connect us to people. And by doing so, you create for yourself an asset. Now, people say that as well all over the internet, and it's just nonsense most of the time, but here it's true, because through the ability to create a channel that creates recurring, reliable income, you're able to now price your channel. By pricing your channel, you're able to sell it to someone else, which means you can actually get the future value of it at any point right now. It also means that you can transfer it, and it will outlive you. When you pass away one day, it'll be handed to your children, and they will continue to earn the income that you created in your lifetime. This is the exact opposite of what we are doing right now in South Africa, where we put our debt onto our children instead of an income stream into our children's hands. That's what we do here. Now, like I've been saying, you form no part of the sales transaction here at DuePoint. This is difficult for people to stomach. It's a total mindset shift. This is not a selling job. People use that word a lot in this building. I keep having to stamp it out. You do not sell at DuePoint. You do not form any part of the sales transaction. You have one task, and that is to tell people about the opportunity that DuePoint offers to create recurring, reliable, lifetime income. That's your conversation with individuals. Nowhere in that sentence did I mention any of our products. You will see today in our presentation, I'm going to spend 2 minutes on our products. 2 minutes, because from your perspective as a wealth engineer, you've got the task of just connecting people to DuePoint. How do you connect people to DuePoint? Well, everything here is electronic. So you can get our USB sticks at the reception, purchase one from there. It's got our presentations on it and a few bits and bobs for you. You can use that at any time to show people the DuePoint presentation. You don't have to do anything. I'm there on the USB stick. They cram me right in there. And you can plug me in, and I pop right out, and I'm doing the presentation for you. The second thing is, of course, you can put people in this room right here. We present Monday to Saturday, every single day except for Sundays. We're presenting. Bring them, put them in here. The third way is you can use our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel's got hundreds of presentations on it. You can go pick your favorite ones and show it to anybody, any time of the day, anywhere in the world. You can be doing it. And of course, we live stream all of our presentations every day. And so anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country, at your office, in your lounge, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, you can load up us and watch us live and in living color right out of here. That's what you do with the DuePoint system. You do not sell product. You do not peddle good. You connect people to DuePoint. Now, having connected people to DuePoint, what's the result? Well, some of the people that are going to see the presentation are going to catch the vision of what we're doing here. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that know better. Can't help them, okay? But some people will catch the vision. And when they do, they will become wealth engineers, and you will add them to DuePoint, and we will allocate them to you, and your channel is born. They will then go out and do exactly the same thing. They will show people the DuePoint presentation. Some will catch the vision, become wealth engineers, and we too will allocate them to you. Very soon, you will have droves of individuals talking about DuePoint and presenting and connecting people to the DuePoint presentation, adding wealth engineers to your channel. You, having now created this channel of distribution for us, has us now come along and facilitate the purchase of our products in this channel of distribution you've created, and your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not one of those things you've seen on Facebook, 3 months to 100,000 Rand a month, all of that nonsense. It's not that. This is a listed, licensed insurance company. We have 8 regulators that regularly review us and audit us. This is the real deal here. This is arguably one of the only genuine income-earning opportunities outside of employment and building your own business in South Africa today. That's what it is. But like your employment, like building a career, like building your own business, it takes time and effort and persistence and thought to change your life with it. Because it's real, because it's creating sustainable income, you are going to pay a different price to rands and cents. You're going to pay with time. People often ask me, what's the catch? The catch is you pay with time. Your time invested in this business will result in recurring, reliable income being created. Now, how does that happen? Well, there's 2 ways. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product in your channel that pays via debit order successfully every month, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. So, for instance, these people that you go out and introduce directly are what we call your first pointers, are people you spoke to directly. They make their product payments. You're going to get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200% every month that they successfully pay that product. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand. Not 1 Rand or 5 Rand or 12 Rand, 55 Rand. It is material, it is significant, and it has value in the 21st century. You can actually buy something with it. That's what happens every month that they make the product. So people say to me, Brendan, do I have to pay every month? Yes, you have to pay every month. That is how we create the money that we can then distribute to your channel. This is a monthly debit order that is paid on our products. And everyone you put in must pay every month, okay? Have that in your heads, understand that up front, okay? That every month that they pay, you get 55 Rand per successful product. Okay, now, these folk go out, they chat to a few more people. They add them. Few wealth engineers, they make their product payments. Again, you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. That's another 55 Rand. You've only been here 5 minutes. You've only done a few things, and you count up the dots on that screen, and you're already earning about 1,000 Rand a month. 1,000 Rand a month. Now, it's not changing your life at this point in time, but you are feeling it, and you've only been here for a few minutes. Now, you persist, you build your channel a little bit larger. Now you start to earn at a reducing basis, but only to the 8th point. From the 8th point onwards, you will always receive 4% of 27.50 Rand for successful payments where you qualify to earn. There is no limit to how big you can grow your channel with DuePoint. This is how we will create legacy for you, things that can be handed on generation after generation. Your potential is not limited at DuePoint. So, practically speaking, how much can you earn with the returns program? Well, it's a difficult question to answer. We need to know how fast you're going to grow, and all of you are going to grow at a different rate. This is just the way it works. But we went and we looked at 2 decades of data, and we pulled out what we think is reasonable, conservative estimation of what you can expect to earn here at DuePoint. We call it the 3+2 growth formula, and it says in your first month with us, you put just 3 people on your first point. Just 3 in a month. Okay, that's hardly a big ask. Okay, and then every month thereafter, on your first point, you personally have to introduce 2 people. 1 every 2 weeks. Again, this is hardly part-time labor. This is a couple hours a month. But you've got to be persistent. You've got to do it every single month. Christmas, New Year, Easter, every month, 2 people on your first point. And if you can do that and work with the guys you put in to do the same thing, and we apply all our mathematics, like the lapses and cancellations, people not doing 3+2, this is what we believe you can reasonably expect to earn. After 6 months, 2,500 Rand a month. You can see it's not like Facebook's 100,000 Rand after 3 months. No. This is sustainable, lifetime, 2,500 Rand a month. 30,000 Rand a year. 30,000 Rand a year after 6 months with us. If you push through to 12 months, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be earning about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month, 120,000 Rand a year. That's this time next year. You've increased your household income by 10,000 Rand a month. None of you are going to quit your jobs to become a wealth engineer. None of you. This is additional income, bridging income that you've now got in your house, and you've done it in 1 year with us. 1 year of persistency. Now, once again, I've said to you, the one thing about DuePoint is you've got to pour time into it. We lose a lot of people 90 days in. 3 months in, people come to me and say, Brennan, your business doesn't work. It's my business all of a sudden. My business doesn't work, okay? Why? I've spoken to everybody, and they all said no. Okay, how many people did you speak to? So far, my record is 14. Okay, I've had someone come to me and say, I spoke to 14 people, they all said no. There are 51 million people in South Africa. At least 14 of them are going to say no. You have to commit the time and the effort and the persistency. If you can do it for 12 months, we reckon you can reasonably expect to earn about 9,000 Rand a month. If you can do 2 years, 2 years with us, 24 months, we reckon we'll be earning around 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. That's 360,000 Rand a year. It pretty much doesn't matter how much you're earning right now. An extra 30,000 Rand a month changes everything. Changes everything. It eliminates debt in your life, and it starts preparing you for your future. It certainly starts driving you towards greater aspiration. If you can do 3 years with us, we reckon you'd be on about 45 to 50,000 Rand a month. That's 600,000 a year. You can do 4 years with us. We reckon you'd be on about 60 to 65,000 Rand a month. That's 720,000 Rand a year. Pretty much beyond the aspirations of the average South African. 720,000 Rand. If you can do 5 years with us, half a decade. That's not 5 clicks on my mouse. It's not 5 minutes. It's not 5 months. It's 5 years with us. We reckon you'll be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's $1 million a year, and you're now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. So I get 2 responses to this diagram. The first is it takes too long to get there. Okay, regularly I get people say, Brendan, the only problem with DuePoint is the earnings are too slow. Okay, that's a pity, because the only way to earn faster is in something that does not last. This is recurring, reliable, lifetime income. It takes time like your career did. How many years have you spent in your career? How many years? 5, 10, 20, 30 years? Did it get you to 100,000 Rand a month? No, it didn't, because only 1,000 CEOs in the country right now earn more than $1 million a year. Only 1,000 out of 51 million people. So again, I like talking to the youngsters. The youngsters are like, I'm going to become a chartered accountant. I'm going to be the next labor lawyer. I'm going to be the next commercial merchant banker. By the time I'm 30, I'm going to be the CEO and a millionaire. No, you're not. Statistically, you're going to be struck by lightning before then. There is very little chance of you succeeding. Doesn't matter how skilled you are. Doesn't matter how dynamic you are. I learned this very quickly. Be the most intelligent, most dynamic individual in employment. You have a 1,051 million chance of being a CEO that earns more than $1 million Rand a month, $1 million Rand a year. It's the reality. Go look it up. I'm not making it up. Go into Google and do some searching. It's just a reality, folks. We have to start changing the way we think about our income generation. We have to. Don't quit your jobs. Never quit your jobs. But you're going to have to start supplementing. You're going to. And this is how we think that we can change everything for you. Now, the alternative opinion that I get on this is that this is just maths and it's nonsense. You're just marketing. Nobody ever's going to earn that much. Okay, that's a pity, because we've already got people earning this much. But anyway, I'm going to show you a handful of people, just a handful, that are kind of our latest guys. Every month we pull up a few more faces, and how they're using the DuePoint system. I want you to go to our YouTube channel afterwards, though, and look at the others. There's lots of others that are there, and there are hundreds of others that we don't even have on YouTube that are earning with DuePoint. And this is how it's going. So here we go. We got Mike and Vilna. They're from Joburg. They've been here for about a year, and over the course of a year, they've built themselves an asset that pays them 72, 73, 74,000 Rand a year, 8,300 Rand a month. Okay, now I said it would take a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. Okay? Not too far off. Not too far off. This is supplementary income. Okay, now, maybe you never get there. Maybe you're useless at this. Maybe it's right. You are a bad salesperson and you don't have any friends. Okay, maybe that's true. All right? And the best you can ever get to is 5,000 Rand a month. You know, we don't need 100,000 Rand a month in South Africa. That's a want. What we need is for everybody to have an extra 5,000 Rand a month. What does 5,000 Rand a month do to your expenditure? What does it do to your list of problems? How does it start changing things? That's what we want. Every month, 5,000 more coming into your bank account, 60,000 Rand a year. Now, here's Lydia. Lydia feels she wants more than 5,000 Rand. She joined us 6 months ago. 6 months ago. And in 6 months, she's created 120,000 Rand a year asset. 11,000 Rand a month. What does 11,000 Rand a month do to your economic state right now? Your household income, what changes in your house if you got an extra 10,000 Rand a month? Lydia did it in 6 months. My math said 12 months to that number. You can do it at any speed you want. It is just completely up to you. You are the only thing that will slow you down. Nothing in the DuePoint system will get in the way. Anybody that's been here for 5 minutes knows that the DuePoint system is probably the most innovative and best system in the country at the moment. Doesn't have blockages in it. You're the blockage. You have to decide what you want to do with the system. Then we got Roelof. Roelof's here has been with us about 14, 15 months now. Asset worth 25,000 Rand a month. 25,000, 300,000 a year. 300,000 a year. In a year. I said it was going to take 2 years to get to that. You can get there. It's completely up to you. But maybe you only ever get to 15,000 a month. What does 15,000 extra a month do for you? How does it change your world? That's what we're doing here. We don't need to get you to 100,000. We've got people there, almost. Almost there. But we don't need to. We've got to get you guys to a point where you can breathe again. That's what we're doing. Go to our YouTube site. Have a look at all the faces, all the different people across the country building with the DuePoint system. Some slowly, some at a medium speed, some at lightning pace. Lightning pace. Go and take a look. It is completely up to you. This is the real deal. The second way that you earn with DuePoint is through our XP Rewards program. This is our training program. We know that some of you have never done this before, don't know how to do it. That doesn't matter. We will take you step by step by step through the program, from beginner to expert, teaching you how to build channels for DuePoint. As you complete the steps, we give you what is called XP points. This is a measure of your experience. It's not worth anything. It is just a measure of how mature, how experienced you are as a wealth engineer. Naturally, as you complete the training steps and become more and more mature, your channel will start growing. And where your experience and channel meets criteria in our XP Rewards program, we start to reward you. In the beginning with a little bit of cash. In addition to the returns we were just talking about, a little bit of cash. As you get a little bit more mature and your channel gets a bit bigger, so does the cash get a little bit bigger. Then we start to reward you with tools. Tools we know accelerate the growth of your channel. At rank 5, we give you an imported lightning memory stick from the US. It plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa. It comes jam-packed with all of our presentations, downloads, testimonies, and tools. Anytime, anywhere, you can be showing someone the DuePoint opportunity. At rank 7, we give you very powerful tools. We think it's the most powerful tool that we can give you in building your channel. It's business cards. Now, it's not cheap business cards from down the road here. These are imported, gold-gilded, customized business cards. The set we give you is worth 12,500 Rand. When you give somebody a card out of a 12,500 Rand set, they're going to ask you who's DuePoint and what do you do for them. It's very powerful. You can ask Donnie. That's Donnie. He hands them out in checkers. He doesn't tell anybody about anything. He just hands out the cards. The next day he's got 5 people that have just become wealth engineers. Then at rank 9. Now we should give this a bit of context. You're rank 0. Okay? And rank 9 is quite far from rank 0, isn't it? So don't get too excited now, because you're all going to get super excited now, but don't. You've got to get excited about rank 1. But at rank 9, where you maintain your channel size each year, every year for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away for a week, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid, for the rest of your life. All you have to do is maintain your channel size. This is for all rank 9s. This is not the first 5 every year, or the 5 I like best, or our 5 actors, because apparently we've got actors here. Bloody expensive actors, but actors apparently nonetheless. It's every rank 9. The criteria is the same for everybody. And everybody that achieves that criteria comes away with us. At the end of this year, when we go in December, this is where we're going.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun, where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up. the start. We will start from 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 the start.
All right. Looks like it'll be all right. Everything is earned at DuePoint. Nothing is won. There are no prizes, and all of you in this room can make it. You do have to get to rank 1 first, though, and then rank 2, and then rank 3, but you can make it. We are going in December. There's enough time. Any one of you watching us live today can come. You just have to choose to. And what will be the price? Your time, your effort, your energy, and your thought. But you're pouring it into your job right now anyway, aren't you? Is your job currently leading to any of your aspirations, setting you free, increasing your income every month? I'm going to hazard a guess and say no, because I know that 99.5% of us are in dead-end jobs. We just are. They won't take you there. No, we don't want any of you to quit your jobs, but we do want you to start applying time and effort elsewhere, to start changing things for your future. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool of yours. It's your own car. It's not rented to you. It's not branded. It's not given to you for a month or for a year. You don't finance it through us. It's your car. It's your car. It is one that you will be using to build your freedom with. There are, incidentally, rank 11s in our program. So if you just think that this is just made up, there are. You can go and ask them how they like their car. Okay. Guys, every month we run a wealth quest. Wealth quests run from the first to the last day of every month, and these are the ones you can get excited about at rank 0. They can be achieved by anyone between the first and last day of every month, and every month they're different. Every month they have different criteria, and every month they have different rewards. They are designed to equip you with the tools you need to build your channels and to build the proper foundations in your channels. This month we've got a Young Guns Challenge. What does it say? It says you've got to find 2 people under the age of 30, that's 29 and below, get them into your channel and get them qualified by the end of the month. They need to have 3 people in their channels, and all of them have to be paid by the end of this month. And if they can do that successfully via debit order, you get a smart TV this month. Not a little one, a big one. And you won't use it for watching movies. You'll use it to show the DuePoint presentation to people. Next month, it could be an iPad. It could be an iPhone. It could be cash. It could be data and Wi-Fi routers. All the tools you need, you can gather up through our wealth quests every single month. On the 1st of June, next week Thursday, it'll be a brand new one. So if you want to get to this one, the wealth engineers that are working on it, you better hurry up. It's the 26th. Get it done and get it paid before the 30th, which is Wednesday next week. All right, good. Some people have said to me, Brendan, they're so hard. Yes, they are hard. You have to put your heads down. These are incredible tools that we give you. People ask me, where do we get all the money to do this? Well, it's relatively simple, folks. In the traditional space of the financial services industry, we spend hundreds of millions direct marketing to you. We put billboards up, TV adverts, radio adverts, SMS campaigns, bathroom campaigns. Anywhere where we can stick an advert, we stick an advert. It costs hundreds of millions a year for the industry to do that. Okay, hundreds of millions. How do we pay for it in that side of things? Well, what we do is we just reverse engineer it into your monthly payments. Your car insurance, your household insurance, your funeral cover, your banking fees contain 30 to 50% next month's marketing cost. That's how we do it. And we've done exactly the same thing at DuePoint. The only difference is we do not advertise. There is absolutely no advertising at DuePoint. You are never going to see an advert of ours. Not anywhere, not ever, because we use you. to penetrate the market for us. So all that money, hundreds of millions that are available, are now available to you rather than SABC and DSTV. That's very simply how we do it. Now, we've got 3 products that we as DuePoint facilitate the purchase of in your channels. Not you. This is what we do. You do not need to talk about this or talk about selling or talk about any of that nonsense. That's not your task. Your task is just to connect people to us, and then we do this. Folks, our first product is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 299 Rand a month, and for 299 Rand, we open your very own tax-free investment account. Of the 299 Rand, we take 100 Rand and we put it in your tax-free investment account, and it is a no notice, no restriction period investment account, which means you have immediate access to your money. You can withdraw it at any time, which means the actual cost of this product is only 199 Rand a month. For that, you get an additional 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. And as a product owner of DuePoint, as part of the package deal, for no additional cost, you get to be a wealth engineer. Our second product is our Wealth Guard. It's 274 Rand a month, but you'll see you guys are going to mix up these terms. So I'm going to get the Access Guard and I'm going to get the Wealth Access. And it's the Access Wealth because it gives you access to your wealth, and it's the Wealth Guard because it guards your wealth. For 274 Rand a month, you get another 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No deferred benefit period, immediate cover after your first payment, no maximum age limit, no medical declarations or examinations. How can we do this? Because you're not dealing with a middleman here. You're dealing with the source. You're dealing with the insurer here at DuePoint. And the third product, my favorite one, it's our non-insurance, non-financial services product. It is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It is the product we use to make your expenditure more efficient. You pay less and get more through it. What it does is it allows you to, for 274 Rand a month, to engage in the leverage we have as a corporate in the market. As a 65-year-old company, when we go to a supplier like Checkers or Hershey's or Take-A-Lot or Yuppie Chef or Eagle Ford, and we go to them and we say, we want your best discounts, we get their best discounts. Not the discounts you would get if you went as an individual. But as a member of our Wealth Points program, you now are seen as DuePoint, and your expenditure becomes that much more efficient through this program. I love this product. I think it's amazing. And as I said, you're now a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, at no cost, you get full access to the executive and management team here, the support of us in every possible way. You can book us, see us. We do teamworks, meetings with you. Everything you need, we do at no cost to you. You get all of the facilities here, presentation rooms, breakaway rooms, boardrooms, Wi-Fi, tea and coffee, all day, Monday to Saturday, that you can use to build your channel with at no cost. You don't even have to book it. You get to use all of our state-of-the-art technology 365 all day long. And you get to build a channel across the whole of South Africa because we live stream and YouTube everything. And so anytime, anywhere, you can be adding people into your channels. This is a nationwide business that you can be building with us. Guys, that is DuePoint from top to bottom. For all the people of my pigmentation, you cannot go away and do more research. That was it. That was it. There is nothing more to find out there, okay? You can go and do all the research you like. You will be very disappointed. That is DuePoint, top to bottom. If you go to our website, you can print full product documents, full codes of conduct, everything before you've clicked the apply button. But you've heard it all this morning. It is not a decision about DuePoint. It is a decision about changing the way you earn. That's what it's about. You have to do something outside of the box you've been put in. We have to as South Africans. We have no choice left. If you become a wealth engineer today, it's very simple. All you've got to do, plug into our Wi-Fi with your tablet or iPhone, or use our iPads outside, go to DuePoint.net and click apply. 5 minutes later, without having spent a cent, you're a wealth engineer. You get a W number and an SMS to your phone, and that is the beginning of your channel. It can be completely worthless, or it can be magnificent. You will decide. You will decide what it's worth at the end. Then I want you to sit with the person who brought you here today and tell them what your goal is. This is something I say every presentation, and none of you will do it, so I don't know why I say it, but I'm going to try again. You need to have a goal, because if you don't know what you're aiming at, you're not going to get there, and you need a plan, and you need to build that plan around DuePoint. Do that with your lead wealth engineer this evening, and we will see you in 5 years' time. Otherwise, you'll be gone in 5 minutes. Have a goal, have a plan with us. Folks, once a month we run live training sessions here out of this hall, and we live stream them out of here. This particular month it's on the 27th, so it's this Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning. Wealth engineers around the country, please make sure that your guys are tuned in or sitting in this room at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. We've had so many people join DuePoint in the last couple of months. They've got to come and do basics with me. Returns and rewards, an hour of how you earn at DuePoint, how to build your channels, how to create wealth. We're going to be doing that on Saturday morning. Make sure you are here, or make sure you're tuned in live at 9 o'clock for us. Guys, we have tools available for all of you that we know accelerate the growth of your channel. This is not a profit center for us. This is things you need. Go and get them afterwards. They're in our cabinet. You can order them at info@DuePoint.net or at our counter here today. Our USB stick. This is not the imported one. It's an affordable one that you can pick up that's got presentations on. Get it and take it away if you worry about data. Get affordable business cards that look fantastic that help you grow your channel, and get all the other pieces that we've got in here. Power blocks, everything, covers, iPad covers. Get what you need to get out there and start talking about the DuePoint system. If you do become a wealth engineer today, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is free to subscribe. And the moment you've subscribed, whenever we go live, your phone will ping. Whenever we add a video to our channel, your phone will ping. This is the powerful tool that we use. Download our free app. Put it on your phone or your tablet. Use our Wi-Fi here. It plugs you straight into your channel in real time. In real time. It plugs you into your channel. You can see everything that's going on. It's got our training in there, your personal documentation and details are in there, and all the tools you need to build your channel are in that app. Download it free and start using it today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very serious about what we're doing here at DuePoint. Very. Do not believe for a moment we're anything like what you've seen before. We are nothing like what you have seen before. And we want you involved with us as we start to be part of the solution in this country. That's what we're going to do. And we want you with us. If you have questions and concerns today, come and ask them. Come and ask them. And we will answer them for you. But don't walk out of here today without this tool. Don't. This is like a one-time chance. You know what it's like out there. These sorts of chances don't come around every day. We want you with us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you outside. And thanks to all of you watching us live.